starting with the First Amendment, you essentially see the thought process the founders had about how to fix problems in society, right? So as a group of people, we come together, we form a society, and that society is based on a mutual agreement or a mutual understanding of the expected behaviors of your fellow person, fellow man, whatever you want to say. So people can assume a certain kind of behavior out of you because they see you as a moral actor, right? You can go up to your neighbor and reasonably expect that they won't stab you in the face for no reason, without explanation, at least. Your relationship with the divine, with your creator, makes it so that you are a moral actor, right? You're a moral agent. And your ability to act in relationship with that creator is paramount to being able to trust that you are a moral agent. In order to protect your ability to ensure that your moral agency was correct in your own way, the free exercise of your own religion is the very first right that must be protected. So this is the very foundation of the protections that the government felt, or that Madison and Hamilton and John Jay felt were necessary. And in order to make sure that your moral agency is protected, we make sure that no laws can be passed which would prohibit you that free exercise of your religion. Okay? Now, let's say you're a moral agent with your own religion, and this other person's a moral agent with their own religion, and you say you should be able to do activity A, and that doing activity A is good. Other person says activity A is not good. Well, now we have a disagreement, and we're not talking about like having the right to do bad things. It's a real an ethical question. Oh, okay. Hold on. You come across a scenario where one person acting as a good moral agent decides that activity A is a good thing to do, and another person who is acting as a good moral agent believes that activity A is not a good thing to do. Now we're at a disagreement. And we're not at a disagreement about, can I do this selfish and immoral thing? It's, can I do this thing that I believe is good and moral? I don't think that thing that you think is good and moral will work or is good or something like that. So the next step in the process to solving problems as a society is that we be able to come together and speak about it. So the next right is the protection of speech. So we have to be able to say the things that we believe bother us. We have to be able to express them in whatever way we need to express them. We have to be able to bring problems up. I say this because there's this sort of movement these days to make words unavailable to you. To put them outside the realm of reasonable discussion. You can't say, like, the gender is binary, say, as an example, because it's transphobic. Well, if I believe, as a good moral agent, that you, as a good moral agent, are misrepresenting the facts or your opinions about the facts, the interpretation thereof, is not the best interpretation, especially for our society, or it's not scientific or something like that, I have to be able to bring it up in discussion. And in order to bring it up in discussion, I need to be able to use the words that actually describe the problem I see. So if I say, it's like, no, I believe that gender is binary, and you're like, no, you're going to jail, then now we have a problem that's out there that's going to stagnate, or become worse because it cannot be discussed. So now we've had this discussion between two members of society. We need to bring it to a larger form. The same protection that applies to my speech and the same reasons for it applies to the press. So the press is our way of bringing these discussions out so that the entire society can take part in them. Nothing important, nothing that affects us as a nation should be hidden from us as a whole. In a way that a private citizen doesn't really need the access. There's a kind of a vetting that happens there. The press also has this ability to look at and then discuss the things that our government is doing. They rightfully have this access to the government that a normal citizen doesn't generally have. And so finally, we've acted as moral agents, we've come across a disagreement, we've spoken and discussed it, and then we brought it to the larger forum through the press. The final step in the process is that we petition the government for redress of grievance. And I don't think I have to go into that and explain it too much. But that is the step-by-step process by which we're, as a society, supposed to solve our problems. And that's why the First Amendment protects each of those rights in that order.